and welcome to Magic Gathering Strat. We are getting ready for the last round of this Swiss draft. It's the fifth draft we're doing with Gatecrash. We are 1-1 and we just got crushed by Master Biomancer in some sort of 5-color Gruul deck. This is our deck. We are trying to be the Hands of Binding control deck. And we've learned, I have learned that there's a problem. 8 evasion creatures are definitely not enough to get Hands of Binding going. And I can't really Hands of Binding everything. Or not even enough creatures to enable my guys to survive until I can until I can finish them. So this is not the best deck. But let's see what happens in the last round. And we are facing off against Count Chocolat. We do like to play first. We do like this hand. I'm looking forward to playing with Call of the Nightwing for the first time. Hope he doesn't play flyers. He keeps his hand. And we are off with an island. He is probably Orzhov, given that we have already met and fought a Dimir deck. I don't expect a second Dimir mirror here. Not having anything to do on turn 3 really sucks now. But it's a Dimir deck! There are 3 Dimir decks in this draft! That's just really weird. And that makes me reevaluate whether I should really be playing Dimir. I seem to be the faster deck. And I will now just simply try to overwhelm him. Oh, he's splashing Orzhov. And that, my dear friends, is why why the key runes are so bad. Because will he now keep his hand open for the key runes? Okay, do I play 2 1/1 flyers or the Balustrade Spy? I think I'd rather Call the Nightwing on the Balustrade Spy. So I'm just gonna attack and play the Balustrade Spy. It's the worst mill in a long time, but it at least took his white mana. So he's Orzhov Dimir. He now has 5 mana, so Consuming Aberration, of course that will do nothing now, as there are no cards in my graveyard. I have gotten off to a good start, and Call the Nightwing will just make it better. What? Okay, that means actually he can play, he can enable his Orzhov key rune, so he can't attack on the ground, but okay. That sucks, of course. We'll just Call the Nightwing then. On to Balustrade Spy. Yes. Okay. You can use the Orzhov key rune, yes. And it's time for Call of the Nightwing. And it's your turn. I have a lot of flying damage coming through now. That pleases me. He has all the mana in the world, so he can probably do something really sick. Such as Lord of the Void. Oh well, yeah, that's pretty good. And then I can just swing for the win next turn. Yep. So 1-0 on speed. Lord of the Void. What do I do about that? I have no idea. But I think Clinging Anemones doesn't do much in this matchup, and I need to maintain aerial superiority with the Gargoyle. And of course Hands of Binding will solve everything, so do I bring in Beckoning Apparition and take out Leyline Phantom? Is a 1-1 that good? No, I won't do it. Okay. Facing off against Orzhov. Dimir, that looks like a sad hand, but I do have mana for every card in my hand almost. So I'm keeping it. And I'm sure I will regret it. And look here at how bad the counterspell is. But there's a mana. I'm gonna focus on the Guildmage first, as he does more damage, in case his start is as slow as last time. And then I'm gonna play Banally Broker, which should get some good things going. And actually countering something now is not bad. No, I need a Banally Broker to find some mana. I now have the Sprite Hands of Binding combo. Yeah, Psychic Strike is pretty good, isn't it? What the hell do I do now? Oh, that's a solution. I am gonna cast. I don't think I will ever cast that counterspell. So I'm now gonna cast the Gargoyle, as it can avoid Lasav and get in for some Hands of Binding damage. But Lasav can't be targeted with Hands of Binding. So how does this work? I can get it back, so for 5 mana I can counter now. But I can get a Hands of Binding in on anything he plays now. But he's Grizzly Spectacling the Broker. And he now has a Broker. I think I'm just gonna have to go for the beatdown plan here and try to overwhelm Lasav. Can he change back? No, somebody needs to go to the graveyard. So I am playing the Sprite and I'm playing the Rogue. And it's just beatdown from here. And the problem is that Lasav can actually now block. The keyroom can't block. Agoraphobia. And there's still no need to use... maybe I should start milling him out. Morbus Strider doesn't do much, but he doesn't have white mana yet. So I will just attack, pump. And cast Morbus Strider. Do I mill him? It takes a long time compared to just beating him senseless. So I don't think I will mill him. He's now milling himself. If I don't have any other option, I will mill him, of course, but it's Lord of the Void. Yeah. Okay. What I'm gonna do now is hope that he doesn't read his card. Or I can... No, yeah, I'm gonna do it. So I'm Hands of Binding Lord of the Void, siphoning onto the Death Cult Rogue, hoping that it doesn't know it can be blocked by Lasav. And I'm attacking with everything, or maybe not that guy. And I am doing the extra damage here. He's blocking that, but that serves no purpose now. Okay, I still have mana to make him lose a life if anything goes to the graveyard. So I must remember that. He's at 7. And Lord of the Void is not untapping. Satyr of Denizen. And nothing. Okay. Well, another Hands of Binding. That's just awesome. So one of them is going to work. And who is going to get that? It's Metropolis Sprite. And that was perhaps really bad. I should have used it on the Lord of the Void. Naturally. But it worked. No, it didn't work. Okay. But now Lord of the Void is active. And I don't think I'm winning this. Okay, Lord of Void is not gonna do combat damage to me this turn. But he's at 3 life. And he can't activate the key rune. So it's still pretty intense here. And I have plenty of time. Lord of the Void number 2, Dinrova Horror. That's just not good. Okay, the Guildmage. Of course. And I'm probably discarding Death's Approach then. Yes. Why didn't he use it on the... Okay, now he has plenty of blockers. So, but his agoraphobia will hurt him. It's kind of interesting here. So anything goes to the graveyard, he's gonna suffer for it. And he can only let 3 cards go to the graveyard. But if he finds a white mana, that key rune is... And he's returning a card! Oh my god. That's probably not good. Wait a minute. I can do 2 damage with the Duskmantle Guildmage next turn. Stolen Identity. It's gonna get enciphered. But he will not get past the Gargoyle. I think I'm gonna win the game. Yes. He's copying that thing. Oh, it took it back. All right. I'm discarding that card. Well, Agoraphobia ended up in his graveyard anyway. My god, how did that happen? I thought he took it up to his hand. Oh my god, I have misplayed this so bad. And I should have won there. That's just horrible. Yeah. Well, I'm suffering from lack of sleep and lack of food. I should have played that so much earlier, my god. So I couldn't have killed him. That's good to know anyway. No, that was much better actually. Now I just couldn't have killed him. Okay, Shadow Slice would have been awesome now. Tripled in Robo Horror, he hasn't even attacked yet. And this is the problem with the mill. Because, yeah, I'm just dying anyway. And it's 1-1 in the Dimir mirror here. I can't block that thing. And I'm just dead. And we are off to the last game. Maybe I should bring in Shadow Slice, as he's obviously the slower deck. I'm taking a wild chance there, bringing in Shadow Slice instead of Leyline Phantom. And seeing if I can finish him quickly. Because I'm going first. Screecher Strike. Yep. Keeping that. Okay, it's time to play well. And it's Guildmage Beatdown. This time I'm gonna counter Lasav. He's a pain in the butt. Dimir Charm, very nice card. 3 mana is the counterspell, but I don't need the counterspell just now, so is it the Screecher? Or the Sprite? I think it's the Sprite. Next turn I'm gonna counter Kingpin's Pet. I would love to trade here, but I'm gonna counter. They might have cipher cards. I'm doing nothing. And I need to use my counterspell here, so I'm countering the key rune just to get rid of it. Getting extorted. So did any creature end up in his graveyard? No. Death Cult Rogue. Screecher sure would have been nice here, but I think it's the Rogue now. Then we're gonna cipher Call of the Nightwing onto him. Goriophobia sucks so bad. For us. Okay, there is a good cipher guy. Hey, wait a minute. That means we're attacking. Getting in that crucial 1 damage. Lasav, Lord of the Void, just an island. Not good. Next turn is Call of the Nightwing and go with just 1 mana from the Lord of the Void. And he's Grizzly Spectacling us while enjoying himself thoroughly. Oh, that's weird. That leaves everything open for Call of the Nightwing. And I think we gotta use it. So we are far behind now. Why does this happen? Cast it. Still doesn't have a creature in his graveyard. Totally lost. On the Sprite. Extorting it. I still got my 2 flyers. And that's probably good enough. Still no creature in his graveyard. That guy. This guy. Extort. Just a Hands of Binding now and we are off to the races. Lasav, the nasty guy. And we are getting extorted to death. Please, Hands of Binding 1 time. That's such an interesting card at this time. And I really want to draw something to use it with. I'm gonna beat down with my fantastic Sprite. Do I cast Death Approach and extort? I think he's definitely the target for it, so I'm gonna do it. Oh, I love Smog Elemental now. Smog Elemental would be good. Consuming Aberration would be even better. What the hell? So this is Lasav charging us. So we have the opportunity to block him with everything. And of course there is a combat trick. But we don't lose much. So I'm gonna block him with everything and hope it's an elaborate bluff. But it's probably just a trap I'm falling straight into. No? Wow. That was nice. Okay, land. Anything I draw will be good. Lord of the Void. Tinrova Horror. Yep. Oh, that was pretty good against my Smog Elemental. And now I'm in so much trouble. I'm still beating down with the sprite. Looking for Consuming Aberration now. He's looking for Lord of the Void. Lasav has been taken care of. That wall won't do anything. I'm surprised he didn't take it out. I am gonna let the Death Cult Rogue die here. But he is not attacking. Okay, I'll take one. Keymaster Rogue suddenly seems pretty good. Still gonna draw a card. I don't want to totally lose anything, so I'm exiling that. I can always get it back later. Keymaster Rogue. Yeah, that was nice. On the other hand, he's doing 5 to me every turn. So we should probably sacrifice the Bane Alley, block with the Bane Alley, broken next turn. Okay, what happens here? We attack, we do 5. We play the Balustrade Spy. Yeah. So who is gonna block? I think Bane Alley Broker is gonna block here actually. And we should just do 5. And then we can do 7 next turn, then 7. So we have a 2-turn clock. Except that we don't. Tindrova Horror. What do I do with you? Blocking seems like a nice option here. So I am blocking. I'm drawing a card. Exiling the island. Dying. Consuming Aberration, where are you? And he always gets a business card. And it's Lord of the Void. And that's just game, right? No, he still has to get past me. Well, I need to draw Consuming Aberration now. And here we see why Shadow's Life is a sucky card. The Death Cult Rogue, we can't get past Lord of the Void. So we are gonna accept some damage. We have to block Lord of the Void. With the Sprite we can double block the Horror. But there is even more business coming from his side. Retrieving Lasav. Yeah, and we have just lost. Alright, we are gonna use the plan. So who is encoded? He is encoded. Okay. And we know it's Lasav in hand. So this guide is blocking Lord of the Void. And they are blocking Finrova Horror. Okay, so now we can do 8 damage. And Death's Approach is now good for 1. Oh, that's so bad. Now we can hit for 8. That doesn't do anything. We both suffered for taking Dimir, but there's no way out of this, right? Lord of the Void will hit me, I will die. I can't do enough damage to him, and this game was won by Kingpin's Pet. And I passed him that Kingpin's Pet, remember? So I probably should have splashed for it. I'm not sure, this draft was fucked up. There is no card like that, and I'm not gonna post this, I think. Or am I? I should post it because... Oh, fuck it.